guys, it's Miriam. So as most of you probably know, I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I have been obsessed with Harry Potter ever since I was a little kid. I used to actually get read the Harry Potter books as bedtime stories when I was little. Like most people probably had Cinderella and Snow White read to them, but no. I got Harry Potter read to me and I have been obsessed with it ever since. So I've been seeing Harry Potter trending on TikTok lately, so I thought I would actually do the ultimate Harry Potter tag video. Now I don't really do tag videos, but because this is Harry Potter related, I could not resist. So if you guys are interested in hearing some of my Harry Potter favorites, just keep on watching. So the first question is favorite book. This literally changes every time I reread the books, but at the moment I think my favorite book is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I just love that we get to see more of Voldemort's past as an orphan and before he was going into Hogwarts, and also see his family background as well. I think that was super interesting, especially finding out that he was literally conceived under a love potion. And we also get to see another side of Draco Malfoy and see just how broken he really is. He's not the boy that has it all. There's so much more to him than meets the eye. And yeah, that's why I think Half-Blood Prince is my favorite. Next question is least favorite book. Out of all of the books, I think my least favorite would probably have to be Chamber of Secrets. I did enjoy Chamber of Secrets, but I think if I had to skip a book, I would probably skip Chamber of Secrets. Next question is favorite movie. I think my favorite movie would probably have to be Prisoner of Azkaban. It is the only Harry Potter movie that isn't revolving around Voldemort. It is revolving around Sirius Black, who is one of my absolute favorite characters, and we also get introduced to Lupin, who is my favorite Hogwarts professor, and we also get introduced to Buckbeak the Hippogriff, who is literally the cutest thing ever. And we also get introduced to time travel, the Marauders map, and Harry also actually finally gets to meet a family member that truly cares for him, and we get introduced to werewolves, all that stuff, which I think is so interesting, and that is why I've got to go with Prisoner of Azkaban. Next question is least favorite movie, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion because I know this is a favorite of a lot of people's, but I think my least favorite movie is actually Order of the Phoenix. And I think the biggest reason for that is because Sirius Black dies, and also Umbridge as headmistress. No, I just cannot deal with it. She is the worst character. I hate her character so much. She bugs me to death. So the fact that she's technically like one of the main characters in that movie, I just can't deal. Also Cho and Harry, big no. So yeah. Next question is favorite quote. There are so many good quotes from Harry Potter, but I think my favorite would probably have to be, my mum always said things we lose have a way of coming back to us in the end, if not always in the way we expect. This is a Luna Lovegood quote. I think this is just such a good reminder that everything happens for a reason, and whatever is meant to be yours will come back to you, and kind of just like not worry too much about things that you can't really control. Favorite Weasley. I think my favorite Weasley is Fred and George. I know technically there's two people, but they're twins, so I'm gonna put them together. They are just so hilarious. I love their sense of humor. I love their outlook on life. They're so funny, but I feel like they're like very kind-hearted people as well. I feel like they would be awesome friends to have. Next question is favorite female character. So my favorite female character is Luna Lovegood, and here's my little Funko Pop that I have of her. I love Luna so much because she is so out there and she's so proud of the person she is. She doesn't try to fit in. She always stands up for what she believes in, and she doesn't care about what other people think, and I think that is such a powerful characteristic to have. And she's a Ravenclaw like me. Favorite villain. I have got to go with Bellatrix Lestrange. I mean, she is a major boss, except I'm really mad at her for killing Sirius Black, but honestly she is such a badass woman. Like if she had the mission of killing Harry and not Voldemort, she would have literally killed Harry as a baby so easily. Like whatever she wants, she'll go and get it. Next question is favorite male character. I'm sure you guys can already all guess this one, but my favorite male character is Draco Malfoy. He's my little Funko Pop of him in his little Quidditch gear. I honestly love Draco so much. And this is not because he is attractive. I mean, that's an added bonus, but I just love the fact that there's so much more to him than like the school bully. The fact that he doesn't have like real friends like Harry does, and the fact that all he wanted to do was literally make his family proud, and he was pressured into becoming a Death Eater because otherwise Voldemort would have literally killed him and his family. And just the fact that technically his only real friend was Moaning Myrtle, and you guys would know this if you read Half-Blood Prince. I just think his character was absolutely incredible. He just literally needed one person to just like support him and be there for him, and I think that would have completely changed his story. And I'm so mad that he did not get the redemption arc at the end that he 100% totally deserved, because he did want to do the right thing, but he also wanted to make his family happy. I feel like if Harry was in Draco's shoes, Harry would technically do the same thing as Draco, to be honest. Next question is favorite professor. I pretty much answered this earlier as well, but it has to be Professor Lupin. I feel like he is the epitome of the coolest teacher ever. Wash Snape's hair or spend a day listening to Lockhart rant about himself. Obviously washing Snape's hair. First of all, that guy desperately needs a good hair wash, so I would love to see what his hair would look like if it was washed and not greasy, so I'm gonna go with that. Plus Lockhart, oh, so full of himself, so no thank you. Jewel and elated Bellatrix or an angry Molly? I do not want to cross an angry Molly because an angry Molly killed an elated Bellatrix. I would like to duel an elated Bellatrix, and I would definitely have an angry Molly as backup so I can win that duel. Travel to Hogwarts via Hogwarts Express or a flying car? Hogwarts Express, easy. I mean, that's literally a dream of mine, so yeah. Kiss Voldemort or give Umbridge a bubble bath? You already know I'm definitely not going anywhere near Umbridge, so I'm obviously gonna kiss Voldemort. Plus Tom Riddle was hot back in the day, so yeah. Ride a hippogriff or ride a firebolt? Definitely ride a hippogriff, specifically Buckbeak. Is there a character you felt differently about in the movies versus the books? Definitely Ginny Weasley. Oh my goodness. Book Ginny was absolutely superior. She was a major girl boss. She was literally so independent and did not take from anyone, but I feel like in the movies she was really downplayed, and they did her so dirty in the movies because I felt like she was like the awkward shy girl that she was in the Chamber of Secrets, and that didn't really change until like Deathly Hallows. Is there a movie you preferred over the book? Definitely not. As much as I love the movies, the books are always going to be superior because the books just contain so much detail, whereas the movies did leave out a lot of the things that the books included. So no, there is no movie that I prefer over a book. Oh, unless you count The Cursed Child, because I definitely preferred The Cursed Child play over the book because the book honestly sucked, but the play was so magical. Your top thing, person or event which wasn't included in the movie that annoyed you the most? I literally have a freaking long list of things that I think should have been included in the movie that it is so hard to just pick one. But a few things that I wish were included in the movie: Nearly Headless Nick's Death Day party. That would have been so cool to see. I don't know why they didn't include that. Draco's redemption again. I mean, there is a deleted scene where Draco runs from Voldemort's side when he finds out that Harry's alive and just screams Potter, and I'm pretty sure he throws his wand at Harry, and I feel like that would have been such an amazing ending. Like, where did Harry's wand even come from? It would have made so much sense if Draco was the one to give the wand to him, and it would have just like completed his redemption arc. But JK Rowling hated the character of Draco and did not want that scene included, so thanks a lot JK Rowling. I wish they also included Peeves because I feel like Peeves was such a huge role in the books, so I don't understand why they didn't include him in the movies. Those are a few things that I wish they included. If you could remake any of the Potter movies, which one would it be? Okay, this one is a really tough question. I think if I had to pick one, I would probably go with Deathly Hallows Part 2, just to include that Draco Malfoy redemption arc. I know I'm like very adamant about this, but I just think he deserved that redemption arc. Which house was your first gut feeling you'd be a part of? Okay, so ever since I was a little kid, I always wanted to be in Gryffindor because all the main good characters were in Gryffindor, but I did have a gut feeling that I would be in Slytherin just because I'm a very ambitious and determined person, so I feel like I fitted the characteristics of Slytherin, but I actually ended up getting sorted into Ravenclaw in Pottermore and pretty much like like every Hogwarts house quiz. And honestly, I do see that as well, because I would say I'm definitely very creative and very witty, so it does make sense. The next question was, which house were you actually sorted into, Pottermore? Ravenclaw. I am definitely a very proud Ravenclaw. I literally have a Ravenclaw water bottle, I have a Ravenclaw head girl badge, Ravenclaw t-shirt, beanie, literally you name it, I have it. Which class would be your favorite? Either Defense Against the Dark Arts or Charms? Which spell do you think would be the most useful to learn? Either Accio or Lumos? Accio would be so perfect, because if I'm literally just like lounging in bed and I had my phone on the other side of the room, I could literally just wave my wand and be like, Accio phone, and my phone would just come straight to me. So that would be super helpful. Also, Lumos would be so perfect if I was like in a dark room and I couldn't see anything. I could just use my wand and say Lumos and I have light. Which character do you think you'd instantly become best friends with? I think I would definitely become best friends with Luna, because we are in the same house together. And I think I would definitely get along really well with Ron, because we both share a love of food and we both have a similar sense of humor, and we also both hate spiders. If you could own one of the 3 Hallows, which one would it be? I would definitely go with the Cloak of Invisibility, because I mean, who doesn't want to have the ability to be invisible? You could do literally so much with that. Is there any aspects of the books you'd want to change? Yeah, I want Draco's redemption, please. Like, I don't know why they did not include that. And also, I think I would have liked to have seen more of Voldemort's past. I mean, we did get that little bit of insight in Half-Blood Prince when Harry and Dumbledore went through the Pensieve to look back on the memories, but I think I would have loved to have actually seen more things from Voldemort's perspective, even see him when he was like Harry's age, to kind of see the similarities between Harry and Voldemort. I think that would have been super interesting. Favorite Marauder? Sirius Black, of course. If you could bring one character back to life, which one would it be? Oh my gosh, do not ask me that question, because there's so many characters that I would love to bring back to life. But if I had to choose one, I would probably go with Fred. I mean, he was literally one of the youngest people that was to die. He had his whole life ahead of him, and just the thought of George, his identical twin, looking into the mirror and seeing like half of himself is literally like gone. Plus they only just started their own business, so yeah, I would bring Fred back to life. Hallows or Horcruxes? Hallows, obviously. I do not want to split my soul. Thank you very much. And yeah, that was all the questions for this Ultimate Harry Potter tag, and I can see that I have been filming for a very long time, so hopefully this video isn't too long. But if you guys did stick around to the end, comment down below which Hogwarts house you're in and who your favorite character is. I would love to know. And make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below. I post new videos every single week, and go ahead and follow me on my social medias. I post a ton on there as well, and I will see you all in my next video.